When I started this job, I didn't really think about putting on clothes that would get dirty. That's pretty creepy, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But we opted out for the low profile arm.
As you guys can see, we've been busy packing stuff up here and we're almost ready to make our first trip over to the new shop. And as you can see, we also have some serious equipment showing up, which is also gonna go to the new shop. We're not gonna show you what's in here just yet.
And for those of you who haven't been following along and are wondering why on earth are we moving shops, go watch the previous video. It will explain everything. But the first thing we now need to do is pack up all of this into an enclosed trailer and make its way over to the new shop. That's perfect, that's good there. I think it's pretty flat.
There you go, first load ready to go. Why she no want to close?
Uh-oh. What do we do, DP?
I think the oil is so close to the
Oh,
edge
I can see, yeah, it's sticking out just by a hair.
So we'll have to adjust
We'll have
that.
to, oh man. It's so close, but so good. It was right on the
I
line.
mean, maybe we can force it closed?
Yeah, let's see. Give her. See what happens. Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll just jam this on. There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Brute force and ignorance.
There you go.
And by brute force, I mean...
And now that means nothing's gonna move in there, see?
That's right, it's locked in tight.
There we go.
It's true.
There we go.
Big win.
Stay straight.
Just like that. We're in the new place.
Wasn't a bad drive, right?
No. Traffic was moving pretty well.
And look at this place, DP. It's empty.
It's empty and it's clean and it's nice and bright too, which will be great for video. So yeah, excited to get it all set up. All right, that's it for round one of moving stuff to the new space. And for those of you who are wondering what the new space is all about, go back to the previous episode where we give you a full tour of it. So, first stuff moved in. We gotta paint some walls before we bring too much other stuff in here and it's gonna get in the way of painting. So let's move on to the fun part of rolling white everywhere. Well, I forgot to roll the camera. I'm sorry everyone. This wall used to be brown and I'm turning it white. We just want it to be nice and bright in here. Brown wall, white. Two last things we want to paint in here, the brown man door and this gray, dirty roll-up door. But before we paint this, it's absolutely filthy. So we're gonna pressure wash it and hopefully that cleans it up enough that we can just spray the paint on there. Wow, the pressure washer was the right call there. The door cleaned up so much better than I expected it to. I thought we were gonna have to come in and like scrub it by hand, but it's so clean now. It looks like a whole new door. We're still gonna paint it, but it's much more presentable. I guess we have to wait for it to dry now though, Pete? Like,
I think
we can't put paint on a wet surface, so that might be a tomorrow problem.
So while that garage door dries, the next item up for paint is the racking. So we do want to match the racking that we brought over from the previous shop to the whiteness of the shop. So recommended by the guy at Home Depot, the Tremclad oil paint right here, the rust paint. This is supposed to stick exceptionally well. Same for the door there on metal. So we're gonna give it a go. I've got a paint gun that my buddy Mark graciously loaned me. DP.
Looks pretty good.
This is gonna be good. This is definitely gonna be good. Look at that. That is way better than a brush, a roller, or anything. So I think I was laying on way too much paint because there are runs kind of happening everywhere. So I'm not necessarily sure how to avoid that. I think, like I said, is just turning down the amount of paint that I'm spraying. That being said, this is going to be in the corner of the shop. It's gonna be a 10-footer. So we got everything painted here on one side, so we still have to flip everything over and paint it on the other side. But man, this has been a learning experience. The paint gun, again, super efficient, fast, but pours the paint on, so you do get runs.
One of the first things we want to do at the new shop is add a little bit of security, and we do have these real length cameras that are going to go in. We're going to put in a full alarm system, but we also want to do something about the windows, because anybody can walk by right now and see what we have in here, which we don't really like. Our buddy Mike from Design Shop React is putting on a frosted Christmas themed covering that will allow light through, but you won't be able to see through.
We should mention, let's show them what is on the window right now. It's like this old archaic like metal film.
Yes.
And like a shatter.
Yeah, I'll show you in this room.
Over here, yeah.
So you can see there's like this glued on metal strip that goes around the window, which would have been, for someone breaking the window, would have tripped the old alarm system. We're taking that off because we're not going to use that old-fashioned alarm system. We're going to put in something modern.
It's called motion detectors.
Exactly. You don't need this stuff. So getting this off though, this is probably 20 or 30-year-old glue. I'm gonna just try a razor blade and some alcohol and see how that goes. Mike seems to be making short work of it, so hopefully I can do the same here. And just like that, we have frosted windows, which do a great job of letting light in and not letting people see what's in the shop.
Yeah, you're really not going to see anything now in or out, which is great.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different than tint, where at tint you'll be able to see whichever room is darker.
Right.
You'll be able to see through it.
Right.
Or lighter, I mean.
Yes.
But at least with this, you got full
Coverage
coverage
all
all the time. Yeah.
So now for the real security test, everyone. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna press ham on this window and we'll see what we see.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's pretty creepy, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Now that's gonna stay there forever. now that's not going anywhere.
Well, DP, I don't think we saw anything, or you saw anything, but it does look creepy. It's almost like a horror movie being reenacted there.
That's what my wife has to see every night.
No.
If you guys need any design work, vinyl work, merch work, you do it all. Signage.
Signage like this. Yeah, pretty much all of it.
DesignShopReact.com?
Yeah.
That's where you find them. Yeah. Drifter too. Go see him at Adam LZ's event in New Jersey.
Yeah, stressful one. It feels like what's in 2 days, basically.
I know.
When I started this job, I didn't really think about putting on clothes that would get dirty. I've ruined my set of Vans, no big deal, and maybe I should have worn white instead of black.
Yeah.
That probably would have been a good idea, but bam, the door is done and it looks spectacular. I dialed the paint gun in a little bit better, and as you can see, it just did a fantastic job. And as you guys will see right here, the mother load of tools, shelving, all this stuff has shown up from Canadian Tire, but we have made a pretty, I think what is a substantial decision here, something that is gonna change the way the layout of the shop is. Originally what we had planned is we wanted to put the 2 posts in here, and this would be our work area where we'd shoot, a car would be here, we'd wrench on it here. However, Dave and I have gone back and forth on it and decided what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna put our 2 posts right here, and you can see by the lines here, this is where the vehicle will be. That way, what we're gonna have is the ability to have the cameraman stand here chute into the vehicle. We'll have lots of space to go around here. And we're gonna put all our toolboxes, our tools right here. So we'll have easy access. We can go back and forth to the car. And now this area here will basically turn into our workspace. We'll put the welder, the compressor, the tire balancer, like a bunch of the other tools and stuff like that in here, and maybe a little bit of storage too. And as a bonus, if we ever have a second car, we can put it into here and maybe put a 4-post up here if we need to in the future, so we could have 2 cars live here if we need to. Dave and I spent a bit of time on this, and I think this is going to be the right call.
As you guys will see as we build out the shop, we ordered literally everything that the Maximum brand makes, and it's available at Canadian Tire. And that's because they make everything you need to build out a shop like this, as you'll see as we get everything sorted out. But the first order of business is actually going to be to set up the shelving units that we got from them, because over here where Pete's, and to a lesser extent my famous Horde, will live out here. So this is really going to be the general storage, long-term storage, if you want to call it that, for the hoard of parts that Pete has been stashing away for a few decades, and that we will continue to add to because we're irresponsible car addicts.
So we're taking a quick pause in the rack assembly here because we just got our bend pack lift here, and the guys from Babco are here getting ready to install this thing. Mega excited for this, so we'll show you the quick process of how they do this. It should be a lot of fun, and we will now have a lift here, which I am super pumped for. Installation is complete, and our BendPak 10 AP hoist is installed. This is a 10,000 pound hoist, so it's gonna be well above the rating for all our sports cars and even our Tundra or any trucks we do. And normally these hoists come with regular arms, but we opted out for the low profile arm. And as you can see, it is so much of a lower profile. So these will fit under our cars with ease. This is one of their newer models, and you can see they've changed up their whole system on how the arms actually lock into place. And this is what I love about BendPak. They're always innovating, coming up with ways to improve their product. So I would show you how these go up. However, we don't have electrical wiring running to this, and that is for good reason. The installer, Babco, that comes here, they are not electricians, so they can't get this wired up. So this is going to be on our list. And huge thanks to Babco for installing this lift. Daniel was amazing. His attention to detail on this was superb. Like watching him get this post in place and like making sure that it's perfectly level, just kind of, you know, DP was good for my OCD. There's people out there that take a lot of pride in their work, and there's some people that are there to get it done. He is the type of person that took a lot of pride, and you can see this job was fantastic. Like, I'm so pumped that we have this in here. And we have once again run out of time. It is 5 o'clock on Friday. This video publishes tomorrow. I do want to apologize a little bit. Like, this video has been a little bit broken, and that's because Dave and I have been working super hard to get a lot of this stuff done, and it's just been taking so much longer. There's been delays. Like, we haven't published a real video for you guys in like 3 weeks. It's been hard, and as you guys know, moving, it just takes so much longer than expected, and things are still, as you can see in boxes, there's still a ton to do. So we're hoping the next video will publish the week after this one, and we will have this place done. That may be wishful thinking, so there might be a little bit of delay. But anyways, post in the comments, guys, if you enjoyed this and how you see this shop building out, and if there's any improvements you guys want to see or any tools that you think we should put in here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.